I'm in a dark alley right now. As you can see, it's dark, it smell, there's garbage. Dark alleys, usually good for a couple things. You might come in here, go to the bathroom. You might cut through behind buildings and cut through cities, right? But when you think of a dark alley, you don't really think of it being appealing, right? It's just somewhere you're supposed to cut through, or some people avoid it altogether. And a lot of times in life, our lives is like a dark alley. It's secretive, it's hidden, it's dark. Nothing good happens in a dark alley, right? When I think of a dark alley, I think about substances, I think about addictions, I think about heartbreak, I think about the things that happen in our lives from our parents, and maybe the things that happen from family. I think about the things that kind of put us in a dark space, right? A lot of y'all might be in a dark alley right now. You don't see the light. Dreams and ambitions died off. Parts of you died off in relationships that just killed any little bit of spirit that you have. Some people's lives are right here and they don't see the light. They don't see a way out. My mom, my parents, my dad, every time I try, every time I put the effort for, it's just, I just keep losing. And I understand that. You probably can't even get out the bed right now. You've been in the bed for months. You just so depressed and you so sad. And I get it. This is not one of those motivational videos to be like, yo, hey man, you gotta do it, and if you don't, oh man, it's 2026, and nah man, it's not that, because I've been there. I've slept in the bed all day because I'm depressed and sad. I ain't even have the energy to get out the bed. I ain't have the energy to even want to live. I know what's gonna happen in the day. I don't want nothing to do with the day, to be honest with you. Like, what motivation do I have to get out of bed? The kids, no. That relationship, no. The job, no. And I feel you. I done been there. And again, this is not a video to be like, oh, well, this is what you got to do. No. Because sometimes we got to go through those seasons, because a lot of times what's causing us to be in those situations is the things that we're doing in our lives. That relationship you keep going back to. I know, but the sex is so good, or I don't want to be lonely, or that's the only person I know. But the trade-off ain't worth it. The stress ain't worth it. The drama ain't worth it. The lies ain't worth it. The circle that you keep going in ain't worth it. Oh, well, you know, that drink that I keep going through, it ain't nothing to do. I'm bored, or just this is what everybody do. Yeah, but it don't work for you, though. It causes you stress. It causes you depression. You can't function the way that you normally function when you don't do the substance, when you don't do the drink, when you don't pick up the weed. See, what you're learning about yourself is you can't do what they do. You're not made for what they do, how they live their life. Unfortunately, that works for them, but it don't work for you. That's why you're depressed. That's why you're sad. And to be honest, those people, they depressed and they sad too. They're not going to tell you that, but they miserable. I wish I could tell you that everything is going to get better tomorrow, that all you got to do is go do this and it's going to feel better. But the truth is, it's going to take some work. The first thing you got to do, and it's going to sound cliche and you might click off the video or you don't want to hear it, but the first thing you got to do is you really got to go to God. And you got to be vulnerable. You got to be like, God, I don't know what I'm doing. I need help. This ain't working. Now, a lot of people, they want to go to God, and then they want to not listen to when he convicts you. You go to God, he tell you to get out of that relationship. You go to God, he said, go to walk away from that career. You go to God, he said, stop drinking that drink. You go to God, he said, stop going to that place. You go to God, you don't want to listen to what he said. You think you got the answers. So you keep doing the same thing. You know what? I notice a lot of people, you so slave driven to whatever it is that got you. You think that God is so far beyond what he can do and break you from certain things that you just feel like, oh, well, I don't have the time. I can't enter. You ain't never really tried. And you know, trying don't mean that you not gonna mess up. Trying mean you keep doing it until you succeed. That's just like somebody falling and then they say, man, I tried walking, but I can't do it. You would look at them like, if you don't get up and keep walking, and it's the same thing, like, yeah, you might have failed, but you get back up and you keep trying. You ain't gonna probably get it the first time. It's gonna probably take you 1,000 times. Guess what? Things that I had to stop doing in my life. Do you know how many times I prayed to God help me with this, or I prayed to God to help me with this, and I prayed to God to help me with that? And I used to think, man, I probably ain't gonna never escape this because it got a hold on me. I can't. But do you know that God knows the heart? Do you know if you keep knocking and you keep seeking and you keep asking and you keep praying and then you work in harmony with your prayers? See, a lot of times God is working behind the scenes. See, a lot of times if you have a substance abuse or addiction, or if you have a relationship issue or whatever, and you praying to God, see, God will slowly remove things out of your life that's causing that. A lot of times it's a domino effect on why we doing things. So you expect him to just heal you out the blue and everything is fine. It don't work like that. See, what God is going to do, he's going to remove those people out of your life first. Then he's going to change your mindset first. He's going to, change you from the inside. He's going to get you to have a relationship with him. There's going to be certain aspects he'll start moving. And then the addiction might be the last thing that you might be delivered for. The relationship might be the last thing. But he got to move all these other things. So God may be working, but you just may not realize that he's working. Sometimes it's not going, you pray it away and you wake up and it's like, oh, well, that addiction's gone. Sometimes you're going to have to keep praying and keep trying and keep doing and keep working until your prayers are answered. See, you don't know this side of the relationship with God. You hear videos, oh, I was delivered. Oh, well, how come that can't be me? Some of these people don't tell you that it took them 1,000 times before they got delivered. Keep knocking, keep seeking, keep trying, keep praying. See, if you really want something, you ain't gonna stop. You gonna be adamant about it. You ain't gonna be like, oh, well, they said no. You gonna try to figure out a different way. If you really want something in life, you gonna try to figure out a different way, and you not gonna settle. Because when you settle, it's like, man, like this is what I can't settle for this. I know personally for me, I can't settle for something that I know that somebody else has achieved or gotten, because I know it's possible. So I'ma settle for a life that I don't even fit in. You can't do the same. You can't settle. You can't settle. So whatever that relationship is, you can't settle. I don't care how that person has broken you down, what your finances look like, what you look like right now. I don't care if you're living in a car. I don't care if your family abandoned you. I don't care if you're a single parent. If you keep trying, it's the laws of the universe. It's going to happen for you. God already want to give you what you've been asking for. But he got to fix your heart posture. He got to fix you from the inside out. Sometimes he want to see how bad you really want it. How bad do you really desire it? See, a lot of people say, oh, I want this, but they not willing to keep praying and keep trying and keep working. Michael Jordan wasn't always Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan used to be trash. And he kept working at his craft and working at his craft and work. He heard 1,000 no's before he heard yes. Sometimes that's just a part of the process. You got to hear 1,000 no's before you hear yes, because by the time you get there, you know you deserve to be there. See, you worked hard, you tried harder. The person that started Starbucks heard 99 no's before he heard one yes. So a lot of times in life, I think it's just a part of the process for you to fail a lot of times. A lot of times we always see the wins in people's life, but we don't see the losses. You don't know what that person had to do to get to where they at. How hard they tried, how many times they failed. That's a part of the process. Sometimes I feel like it's about how many times you can get back up. Some people can't get back up. Some people get knocked down, get complacent, get stagnant, and that's it. What I'm trying to tell you is you gonna get knocked down. You gonna fail. Just keep showing up. Keep getting back up. Do it when you don't want to. Do it because it's the right thing to do. Do it because you know God is going to be pleased with you if you do it. A lot of the things that we going after or we want is by faith, it's by prayer, and it's about being a little bit of crazy. Because you have to be absolutely crazy out of 8 billion people in the world that your dreams going to come true. That God is listening to you. That if you do what if you do what you're supposed to do, if you read the Bible, if you apply the Bible scriptures, and I pray to God that the things that I desire in my heart can come true. It takes a crazy person and it takes crazy faith. But I'm here to tell you, hey, what else do you have? What else is the alternative? I'd rather have faith and hope that what I want and what I want to achieve or what I want to get is going to happen than be stuck in this alley for the rest of my life. Holding on to what could have happened or what my mom did or what my dad did and how come this relationship and why she don't want me and why he don't want me and I can't do it and they don't see me and I'm not good enough and it's always me. Those excuses don't work no more. You got to tell the same people the same things over and over so you can create an aura of what you want people to feel like towards you. Don't that get tiring? Oh, my baby daddy, he don't be. My baby mama, she da-da-da. You know what I think about my exes? I don't even talk bad about them. You know what I say? I say, hey man, we just didn't resonate at the time. It wasn't the right time. She good for somebody. I can't just be like, oh, this person was bad and da-da-da. Because a lot of times when we got in relationships, we saw the signs, but we chose to ignore the signs. But as you grow, you realize, hey, people can change, people can get better, people can grow. So you can't keep people at the place that when you left them in your mind. That person was growing and learning just like you. That person might have been a little bit more cold-hearted. That person might have been a little bit more wild with their stuff. But what we do, we pray and we keep going. We pray and we move forward. And I'm going to tell you, we so used to holding on to things that we're comfortable with. Life is about growth. And I know we're going to go in seasons in our life where we got to create a new comfort. Trust me, it does not feel good. It is awkward. But listen, that's what life is about. Life is about stepping out of your comfort zone, doing things you've never done to get something that you've never had. The definition of insanity is constantly doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. So why are you insane? Why are you acting insane? And why do you think by going to the same places, doing the same thing, having the same mindset, it's going to get you the results that you want in life? Put God first and everything will be added to you. That's Bible.